Whether we're running away with the SEC one day, which is going to happen, or whether we lose our 2 best players to injuries, it's never that good, it's never that bad. Somewhere in the middle lies reality. But I'm excited. I'm excited to be a part of the Auburn family. I'm excited to be the basketball coach at the best, most terrific, fantastic university in the state of Alabama. That's Auburn University, that's right. Excited to be the coach there. But you got to start somewhere when you rebuild. And it's going to take time. And it's never easy, but we're going to get it there. I'm excited about this team. As a coach, what we are as coaches, we're teachers. Our classrooms just happen to be fields or courts. And when we're not in that environment, we're just chomping at the bit to work with our guys. So you can imagine from the press conference till yesterday, that's 4 months and a couple of days. That time has gone by. I haven't been able to work with my team. Yesterday was the first day. I got those guys on the court yesterday for the first time as we started our preseason conditioning, weights, individual work, all that stuff leading into full-blown practice. And I'll tell you what, you get back in that environment and it just juices you up. When you get to obviously shape a team in your own image, but affect the lives of young men in the direction that their lives can take. Before I go, I wanted to open it up to any questions that you might have before I go. Are there any questions out there about anything that's going on? I love it. When you're undefeated like I am right now, nobody's got questions. wait till you lose a couple games. Well, they'll be every hand in the room will go up. Coach, why did you call that play last night? I'll tell you this story too. When I got here, Dr. Gooch called me over to his office, our university president, and he said, Coach, telling me all about the university and all these things. He said, I got one question for you. Can you coach free throws? Can you coach free throws? I tell you what, we haven't been able to shoot free throws worth a dang since I've been around here. And he said, let me tell you a story. He said, Coach, I play basketball here. I said, I play basketball. Really? Not, I was a great free throw shooter. I said, President, let me tell you this. I'll make you the free throw coach. How about that? So if we're not shooting them so hot, and everybody's calling me, I'll reference them to your office. Can we do this? I said, no. That's why I hired you. That's why I hired you. But if there's no questions, thank you for inviting me. You got a question?
Sure.
I saw a hand fly up.
The new arena, would that weigh into your decisions when you came to the campus for the first time interviewing?
I wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for that new arena. I mean, it's beautiful. And what it does, it's twofold. There's a practical purpose to the new arena. It wasn't ready when I got the job. It was close to being finished, but we weren't quite in it yet. And I'll tell you what, I don't know how any coach coached here before me. I mean, when I got here, we had about 2 weeks left to do some work with the team right when I got here. So we're doing some individual work on the court. As the coach, you didn't control the environment in that arena. You want to be by yourself with your team working with no distraction. We're in the middle of individual work, and I got in the baseline. You know how they've had the bleachers back, all the extra courts they got in there. On the baseline court, the cheerleaders were down there practicing, going through their routine, going through their cheers. On one sideline, here comes the track team, doing their warm-ups up and down the floor. You look up in the top and the second level, up in the stands, all the students and faculty running the stairs on their iPods and on their phone, and just noise everywhere. I'm like, holy. I mean, how do you coach in this environment? But that's changed. Now we got a home to call our own, and we can get some great work done. The second side of it is recruiting. And it's keeping up with the Joneses. And there's been so many brand new arenas, brand new practice facilities built across the country. If you don't have it, you're not getting the best players, because it's one of the biggest things that these young men, when your job, a lot of you are fortunate, your jobs don't depend on 17 and 18-year-olds making rational decisions. That's my livelihood, so you can imagine I don't sleep very well. So they're picking universities for all kind of different reasons. The color of the uniforms, they liked what their apartment looked like. I mean, things that really don't matter. What the arena, practice facilities, all those things. So you got to have them. We got that, and it blows people away. If you've been in it, you're blown away. And I've had more people since I've been on the job say to me around the state, everywhere I've been, I think I've been in every corner of the state in the last 4 months, speaking and recruiting and all those things. People say to me, Auburn people, Coach, we cannot believe that arena is sitting on that campus we never thought there'd be a day that they'd have an arena like that on campus. So to answer your question, no, I probably wouldn't be here if that arena wasn't built.
How many healthy bodies do you have to work with?
You got any eligibility left? You sure? Because I might be able to use you. If somebody in here is healthy and can get up and down the floor, you know, we had two unfortunate injuries. A couple of the young men who were key signees weren't able to gain their eligibility. So we're going to be we'll be vertically challenged this year, I'll put it that way. So we're going to have to play probably a different style than I would like to play just because of the personnel that we're going to have. But it's like I told the guys yesterday as we got going. Yesterday was the first day I could get them on the floor. I said, let me tell you what I expect from this team. Let me tell you what I expect. I expect to win the SEC this year. Our side, and they got quiet. And I said, nope, the whole thing. That's going to be our goal, one of them, every year. So just so you understand that, when we hit, that is the destination. Everybody loves that destination. Everybody loves the championship rings and hanging the banners and the ceremonies and all those things. But if you don't enjoy the journey, every day you come in this gym, like yesterday, they come in the gym whistling and skipping, excited to be there. It's fresh, it's new, we're going to get going. I said, guess what, guys? Remember this feeling. Because in 3 weeks, it starts to become a drag. And then we find out what kind of team we're going to be. Do you still enjoy coming to this gym every day? Those teams that do, 3 weeks, a month and a half, 3 months later, they still have that same feeling they did the first day. Those are the teams that go on great runs. And that's what we're going to get to. But my job is going to get them to enjoy the journey. So we got enough bodies, but I'm always looking for more.
What kind of player is Sean Kemp Jr.?
Sean's an outstanding player, but unfortunately won't be with us this year. He's one of the young men that didn't qualify academically. If any of you remember his dad, who played in the NBA forever, I grew up with his dad in Indiana. He was like a year ahead of me, and I had known him forever. I had not seen his son play. And I went down to the prep school that he was at right when I got the job to go see him, meet with him, make sure he still felt strong about coming to Auburn, and he did. But when I walk in the gym, he's shooting around. And if you remember his dad, he had those pigeon toes, those slumped shoulders. He was 6'10", he walked slow, and then as soon as the ball hit the floor, he was 8 feet over the rim. Well, I walked in the gym, and he's just standing there shooting free throws and throwing the ball up and dunking it. And I said, "Is that Sean? Is that the dad?" I mean, he's pretty identical to his father in terms of their build and his athleticism and their game. Unfortunately, he won't be with us this year, but he's still committed to joining us next year, which he'll be able to do. Any other questions? Anything else? Well, I love it. When you're undefeated, you get softballs. Just keep throwing me those softballs. Just remember that. Guys, thanks for having me. Enjoy the day. Thank you.